Reshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtike Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Can you display the verse, Prabhuji? Ninth canto, 19th chapter. Huh? You can't do it? It's not possible for me. I can't do it. Okay. No problem. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurve Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Sri Gurum Dinataranam Paramanand Madhavam Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatarane Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Maham Nami Sarvananda Karam Param Hari Nama Pradam Deva Namadota Shuramanim Anandalila Maya Vigrahaya Hemamba Divya Chavi Sundaraya Tasmai Mahaprem Rasa Pradaya Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Panchatattvatmakam Krishna Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavatara Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Maharaj, I want to offer my respects unto you and seek your permission to serve you by speaking Srimad Bhagavatam. Vancha kalpatarubhesha kripa sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavabhyo namo namaha. So we are going to discuss about the life of Yayati Maharaj today in brief, and then at the Yayati Maharaj, at the end of his discussion with his good wife, there are around 8 shlokas which Yayati Maharaj shares his realization, and that we will be discussing in detail. So Shukdev Goswami and Maharaj Parikshit, sitting on the banks of river Ganges, they are discussing Srimad Bhagavatam. And there was an episode where the discussion on Nahush Maharaj came up. Nahush Maharaj was a king, but he was promoted to become the king, become Indra. So he was requested by the Devatas to become Indra, because Indra was actually performing tapasya in Mansarovar. And that's why Nahush Maharaj, he became the king of the world. I mean, he became Indra. But Nahush Maharaj performed some mistakes. Nahush Maharaj, what did he do? He performed some mistakes. What happened? He was very lustily attracted towards Indra's wife Sachi. And then the rishis cursed Nahush Maharaj to become a python. And naturally what happens that the elder son of the king takes the leadership. So Nahush Maharaj had 6 sons. And just like a census, a person has 6 senses, similarly Nahush Maharaj had 6 sons: Jati, Jayati, Samyati, Ayati, Viyati and Kriti. And Yati was naturally he should be inheriting the kingdom from his father. But Yati refused to accept the kingdom. And very interesting aspect, why Yati refused, because Yati he was, for him, self-realization was the topmost priority. Taking up the kingdom of the world and ruling the world, he was not so interested. He understood that if I take up this responsibility, there is a great chance that I may get trapped into this and there will never be an opportunity to come out. So each one of us has a nature, and we need to understand that by what is best for us to practice Krishna consciousness, so that we can, throughout our life, we can remain as devotees, annular devotees of the Lord. Our Yati, he, because of this reason, he refused to accept the kingdom. And then naturally the next the younger brother to Yati was Yati Maharaj, and he accepted the kingdom. So a very interesting discussion came along when Parikshit Maharaj understood about King Yayati, that he had married two wives. One was Devayani and Sharmishta. So Devayani was the daughter of Shukracharya, a Brahmana. And what was his name? The Yayati Maharaj was a Kshatriya. So it was quite unusual that a Kshatriya getting married, he should get married to of her same nature. Kshatriya should get married, not only to Kshatriya, Brahmana should get married to Brahmana. This was a standard thing. But Yayati Maharaj, he got married to Shukracharya's daughter. Now Parikshit Maharaj understood that what can be the reason why this Pratilom Vivaha is happening, not the standard practice. So he inquired from Sukdev Goswami, Gurudev, can you please tell me, describe this? And Sukdev Goswami begins description. He says that there was a king called as Varshaparva. Varshaparva had a daughter named Sarmishta, and she had around 1,000 maid servants with her. And Shukracharya's daughter Devyani also was staying in the same kingdom, because Shukracharya was the spiritual master of Varshaparva. So he used to stay in the same place. And so Devayani and Sarmishta were of same age. That's why they had a very good relationship, friendship. So they used to roam together, they used to sport together, they used to play together. So that was their lifestyle. They had great affection with each other. They were good friends. So it so happened that once while playing, they thought that let us do some water sports. So they entered the lake and they put all their clothes outside. It is not a Vedic culture to take bath naked. It is offensive, because the devatas, they are watching. It is not good that the body is been exposed. And suddenly, at that time, Lord Shiva, along with his good wife, came on they were riding on a bull and they were passing by, and that feared these girls. So they immediately they came out of the water, and whichever clothes they got, they wore that. Accidentally, Sarmishta wore the dress of Devayani, and that triggered Devayani, that upset Devayani. Now, if you see that Devayani is like the spiritual master of Sarmishta also, because if the spiritual master is a householder, then his wife, his daughter are also to be respected in the same way, in a respectable way, just like one respects the spiritual master. That is the tradition. So here what happens, that Devayani was very, very upset that Sharmishta wore her clothes. Now it was an emergency situation wherein Lord Shiva was passing, and they were a little afraid that Lord Shiva may curse us, or Parvati may curse us. So out of fear, they did that. But Devyani was very, very upset. And Devyani started chastising Sarmishta, saying that, how dare you wear my clothes? Don't you know who are we? We are coming in the line of Bhrigu. We are the creators of the universe. We Brahmanas are worshipped by the Devatas. We are worshipped by even Vishwatma Pavan Bhagavan. Even Krishna worships us. How can even you think of wearing my clothes? I am like your spiritual master. How can you wear my clothes? And this fight arose. And then Sharmishta, now we need to understand Devyani and Sharmishta, they were although of same age, but they were born up in a different sanskaras, different families. Sharmishta, on the other hand, became very, very upset, and she also chastised Devyani that what are you talking about? You are just getting paid by my father. In your house, when the food is coming, you are getting food because my father is paying your father. Your father is just a Purohit in our palace. He is just a Brahmana who gets maintenance by us. This is what Prabhupada also writes all. I am speaking everything what is in Prabhupada is written. I am not going one word out of this. So, then the difference between Devyani and Sharmishta was that when Sharmishta was angry, she was going very low with her consciousness. She said that you Brahmanas, you are like the dog. And also she said that just like you are like we grahasthas, when they throw their they give charity or they throw unwanted things. So you guys go and pick it up, and that's how you survive. We rich people, we are like that. So that did not go well with Devyani. But see, when Devyani was chastising Sharmishta, she was in that chastisement also, she was glorifying Krishna. She is saying Vishwatma Pavan Bhagavan, she was glorifying Bhrigu Muni. But here Sharmishta, when she is chastising, she is ill-treating Brahmanas. So that is the sanskaras, Brahmanas, and this Brahmana nature, this Sharmishta is coming from a demoniac line. So that is the nature. Upbringing does matter. Unless Krishna consciousness is there, only the heart and life transforms. Otherwise, the sanskaras are very much visible. And Sharmishta was very powerful. She had all the power because she was the daughter of a king, and she had 1,000 maid servants with her. She ordered them then take up this Devyani and throw in that well there. And they did that. And Devyani was completely without clothes and lying in that well. Now, arrangement of the providence was such that Jayati Maharaj, who was ruling the entire world, was in the same forest, and he was on because they go on hunting animals. Why? Because usually Vanaprasthas, they are in the forest, previous kings or Vanaprasthas. So it is a duty of the king to protect the Vanaprasthas and sadhus who are doing tapasya from the wild animals. So it is because often it is questioned, why do saintly king like Yayati Maharaj, Parikshit Maharaj and so many others, they go to forest for what is the problem? What is their need? Why they go for hunting? It is because they are responsible for taking care of the sages who are in forest performing devotional service, Vanaprastha ashram. So it is a responsibility of the king. So the king goes there and making sure that they are being taken care of. So it is his responsibility. So one fine day he was in the forest, and he was looking for water. He was thirsty, and that's why he approached the well. And when he approached that well, he saw something. A girl is there and without clothes. So he was a king. It was not that he was lustily attracted toward her, because previously at that time, the kings also were very they're pious, and their mind was not getting so degraded that as soon as they see someone naked or in difficulty, they will think of taking advantage. No, when he saw Devyani in the difficulty, the first thought came into Yayati Maharaja's mind was, let me give her the clothes. And second thought came that she was thinking that he was thinking, Devyani is my citizen because I am the king, so she is a citizen. Citizen is in difficulty, so let me give her a helping hand. So with that thought process, Jajati Maharaj gave a helping hand. And Devyani took that helping hand, and it came outside from that well. Now, as soon as she came outside, her mind changed. She saw Yayati Maharaj and said that this arrangement of you coming here is the arrangement of the providence, and you are my husband. Why husband? You just took hold of my hand and you pulled me out of the well. During marriage, what happens? Husband holds the wife's hand and promises. So you just did that. And he said, yeah, but you were in difficulty and I just pulled you out. Well, that is secondary. Primary thing is you holded my hand. And now you are my husband. Well, I'm sorry, but who are you? First, can you please give me your introduction? Who are you? He said, I am Devyani. Devyani, who Devyani? Well, a daughter of Shukracharya. Oh, Yati Maharaj went 2 steps behind. He said, my respect to Shukracharya ji. But I am very sorry, Devyani, that I cannot accept this proposal because you are a daughter of a Brahmana and I am a Kshatriya. So Devyani told, I agree with you that you are a Brahmana, you are a Kshatriya, I am a Brahmana, but I cannot get married to a Brahmana. He said, why? What is the reason? Because I was cursed. Well, who cursed you? She narrated an episode. Shukracharya ji had a science with him of Mrita Sanjivani Vidya. Mrita Sanjivani Vidya was very powerful that it can bring a dead person back to life. And through that Mrita Sanjivani science, he had rescued so many demons who were killed by the Devatas. He used to bring them back to life. Like Bali Maharaj also. Yes. Bali Maharaj was brought to life and so many others. He used to help them. I think there was one condition that the body should be intact. Something like that. So Brahaspati or the Devatas, they also wanted to learn this. So Devyani is telling that Brahaspati's son, Kach, he came to learn this science from my father. And those days, the Shukracharya was a Brahmana of the demons, but he was a Brahmana. And he was, even though Brahaspati was the enemy, his son, he accepted it as his disciple. He kept in his ashram for 1000 years. He stayed with him. Who will keep enemy's son with him? For 1000 years, Kach stayed, as per the Mahabharata, for 1000 years, he was staying with Shukracharya, and he learned the science of Mrita Sanjivani Vidya in 500 years. That means, imagine a science, it took so much long to understand. And every day, Kach used to give classes to the Devatas. Whenever the Shukracharya's class was over, the Devatas used to come and learn from them what was discussed. And in this way, the knowledge was transported. Because anything can happen, they knew. It was a very crucial agreement that Shukracharya was teaching the Brahaspati's son. So it was not a normal circumstances. So every day, Kach was very careful that whatever he learned, he was giving it away so that they had it. So in that, Kach staying in the house of, in the ashram of Shukracharya, Devyani fell in love with Kach. Devyani fell in love with Kach because staying in the same ashram. And while Kach was prepared to go back, his education was over, Devyani proposed Kach that please marry me. I want to marry you. And Kach said, what are you saying? You are like my guru. You are like my spiritual master's daughter. So you are equally worshipable to me. Even in my dream, I cannot think of enjoying you like that. It will be, although Shukracharya is from the demonic line, but he is my guru. And so I cannot think otherwise. So I am your like your disciple. So please accept me as your disciple. And Devyani was very offended by that. Devyani said, I want to marry you and you are telling you are my disciple. Whatever knowledge you have received from my father, everything will be gone away. You will forget everything. And Kach also was very upset. Kach said, okay, then you will never get an opportunity to marry a Brahmana. He also cursed. So this cursing and counter cursing goes on everywhere. Even when we fight, this goes on. Even among the devotees, this goes on. We chastise each other. So that was a normal thing. So here, Devyani is telling to Yayati Maharaj that because I cannot marry a Brahmana, now Providence have arranged you. But Yayati Maharaj said, that is fine, but I will not come with the proposal. You are a father, if he comes with the proposal, I can accept you. Otherwise, I have no courage to go to Shukracharya and ask your hand, because who will mess with Shukracharya? Yes. He will immediately curse. How dare you do this? So who will mess up with Shukracharya ji? So Yayati Maharaj did appropriate that he was very respectful and requested Devyani, if your father comes with a proposal, I will accept. So now Devyani goes to Shukracharya's house and she narrates the whole episode of Sharmishta and everybody, what they did to her. And Sharmishta, she explained, Devyani explained everything, and she asked her father, are we depending on Vrishaparva's maintenance? Is Vrishaparva maintaining us? Is he giving us money and because of that our house is running? If that is the scene, then I will go and ask forgiveness from Sharmishta. Devyani is asking her father, my dear father, this episode has happened, that Sharmishta chastised me. And she told in her fight that our family is maintained by them. Is it true, my dear father? Shukracharya ji, is it true that her father is maintaining us? If this is the story, then I will go and ask forgiveness, because our maintenance will not stop. Shukracharya started laughing. He said, Devyani, if I want, I can create planets and universes. I am that powerful. He will what will he maintain me? So you don't worry. No, this Vrishaparva is not maintaining us. They are in big illusion if they think like that. If I want, I can create a planet for myself. So don't worry. And then her tone changed. Then my dear father, if this is the situation, then I want you should chastise Vrishaparva. I want you should chastise Sharmishta. Now, Shukracharya ji was a devoted person. He was a Brahmana, Brahma Janeti ti Brahmana. One who knows Brahman, one who knows Krishna. He was performing his duty as a spiritual master of the demons, but he knew Brahman, he knew Krishna. So he started praying that, oh my God, now I have to get into these petty things. He didn't want to go to Vrishaparva and ask, solve this, because this was childish. Two children were fighting, right? And let's suppose our children, they fight, and for that we have to fight. It is so unusual, right? So Shukracharya, but what to do? He was a father also. So he started walking to meet Vrishaparva. And then Vrishaparva realized he understood everything from Sharmishta, what she did. And he realized that if Gurudev is unhappy, and if Gurudev leaves us, then I will lose my kingdom. I will lose my kingdom. So Vrishaparva Maharaj, he started walking also. And he met on the road. Now sadhus, saintly people, if we commit some offense unto the lotus feet, they can easily forgive if we genuinely repent. If they see genuine repentance in the heart of that person, if they are genuinely asking forgiveness, repenting and lamenting for that, if they ask for forgiveness, they are easily forgiven. These sadhus are like that. They are very easily, they're soft-hearted, they're very compassionate, and their existence is for the others. So they don't take usually such offenses. And if you are genuinely lamenting and asking forgiveness, they will forgive easily. So Vrishaparva Maharaj fell flat at the lotus feet of Shukracharya ji. And Shukracharya said, I am okay, but you pacify Devyani. And he said, Devyani, what do you want? And Devyani said, I want that your daughter and all those maid servants should become my maid servants for life. Time is powerful. Yes. Time is very, very powerful. We should be very careful when we deal with others. If somebody is in an inferior position than you, then we should not take advantage of that situation. We should be very polite. Even though you are in a powerful position, you should be very polite and not to use that power, not to use that position for harming anybody. Powers and positions they come for the serving the society, for serving the humanity, for serving the people. They are not meant for other motives. It is very important that we understand this, because time is powerful. The person to whom you are thinking inferior can become very superior. And this changed here. Sharmishta thought Devyani as her maid servant, but time changed, and Sharmishta now became the maid servant of Devyani. With all her maid servants, 1000 maid servants of Sharmishta, they all become servants. So eventually, Yayati Maharaj and Devyani got married. They had 2 children. And Sharmishta was also staying in the same palace. And she was serving Yayati Maharaj and Devyani along with all her maid servants. Now, Sharmishta was also a Kshatrani. She was also a Kshatriya woman. And she was young. She was beautiful. And Yayati Maharaj was also very beautiful, very handsome. And he wanted, Sharmishta wanted to marry Yayati Maharaj. So one day she caught Yayati Maharaj and he said, Jajati Maharaj, I am the daughter of a Kshatriya. And you have married the daughter of a Brahmana. Then what aparad I did? You should marry me also. Now Shukracharya gave a warning to Yayati Maharaj when marriage of Devyani and the Yayati Maharaj took place. Because Sharmishta was very beautiful. And he said, never allow the Sharmishta to come on your bed. You should make sure that you are always away from Sharmishta. My daughter should be your always topmost priority. But as per dharma, if for a Kshatriya, for our administrative class, if a girl proposes for a marriage or someone proposes for a gambling match, you cannot refuse. That was the custom that time. And when Sharmishta came and proposed for this, he cannot refuse, and he accepted because he knew dharma very well, that yes, what she is saying is correct. So from Devyani and Sharmishta, the Yayati Maharaj begot 5 children. Interestingly, this I'm just looking for the names of those 5 children. The famous the famous five children of Yati Maharaj, from whom came the Pandavas, their line. Now, Sarmishta begotten three children. Devyani had two. And Devyani was never aware that my husband had also begotten children from Sharmishta. But they were not aware, or they were staying in the same vicinity. One day, Devyani, while she was going in the garden with her, she saw three boys exactly resembling like Yati Maharaj. So he said, "Oh, who are they? I have never seen them. So let me ask, who are they?" And so Devyani goes and said, "Hey kids, come here, come here, come here. Who is your mummy? Mummy, kaun? Who is your mummy? Mummy, Sharmishta. Papa, father, Jayati. Our father, Yati, Yati Maharaj." As soon as Devyani heard that, the father of this kids is, immediately she understood the whole episode. That I was been betrayed, I was been cheated. Now it was time to take revenge. So woman, she might be very loving, she might be very affectionate, she might be very caring. But when she gets disturbed, she disturbs the whole universe of yours. Yayati Maharaj is ruling the whole world. We shall understand who is Yayati Maharaj. He was ruling the whole world. The whole world was under its control. And Devyani was chastising him, and she started walking straight to Shukracharya. Now it was, our Yayati Maharaj knew very well what is going to happen. That as soon as Shukracharya gets the news, Shukracharya is going to curse Jayati Maharaj. And to save himself, he did everything to stop his good wife from reaching his father-in-law's house. Everything. She convinced her, "Oh Priye, oh my dear, I promise you, this will not happen again." This, that. He tried, from all ways he tried to convince. But what happened? Jayati Maharaj failed. So finally, that personality under whose lotus feet all the great kings of the world surrendered themselves, that Yayati Maharaj fell at the feet of Devyani to stop her. And Devyani kicked him. And she reached Shukracharya. And then Shukracharya cursed Yayati Maharaj to become an old man. And then Shukracharya is an old man, Yayati Maharaj is the old man. And Yayati Maharaj started laughing. He said, "Shukracharya, you are a big fool. You're a big fool, Shukracharya ji." What happened? Well, your daughter is still with so many lusty desires. She has not satisfied her desires. And now I am old, I will not be able to satisfy her. Where will she go now? There was no previously the situation of looking for another man. It was not a custom. It was not culture. It was natural, that now, interestingly, what happened was that Shukracharya realized the mistake. Shukracharya realized, "Oh, I have committed a great mistake, that my daughter is now in difficulty." So Shukracharya said, "Okay, I'm blessing you that you can exchange your old age with youth of anyone." And Yayati Maharaj said, what a fool you are. Now, because now that respect has gone between Yayati Maharaj and Shukracharya. Because Shukracharya also dealt in the same way. So he said, "What foolish things advice you are giving, sir? Who in this world would like to exchange my old age?" Will we also, can we do that? Will we accept old age of someone and give him our youth? If he is, chalo, we might consider, if he is performing devotional service, okay, let him. But if he is going to take my youth and going to enjoy another woman, why will I give? It is the same thing like giving charity and that person is going and going to prostitute. So will you do that charity? No. Anyways, it is challenging and difficult. He is saying, Shukracharya, who will give me? Who will give me? Tell me. He said, go to your sons. And then he says, whichever son accepts this proposal, make him the king of the world. Is it okay? So he went to his first son, Yadu Maharaj, from whom the Yadavas came, Lord Krishna. He came to Yadu Maharaj. Yadu. He said, Yadu, will you please accept the proposal? Will you give me your youth? Will you do that? He said, Father, I am very sorry. I am aspiring to take Vanaprastha. I am fixed up in my life to enter the abode of the Lord. I don't want to come in this material world again. And if I give you my youth now, and then after 1,000 or 2,000 years you give it back, at that time I will be old naturally. Okay? And at that time, if I go to the forest, take Vanaprastha, and the desires are still in my heart. So even in the forest also, those desires for a sense enjoyment will remain in my heart, and I won't be able to practice Vanaprastha also nicely. So my dear Father, I am requesting you, I won't be able to do this. So he gave a very decent and a very decent answer, which was satisfying to Yati Maharaj also. Okay. Because you want to attain the supreme perfection, I can accept this. Fine. Then he goes to Turvasu. And Turvasu also rejects. These were the two sons of Devyani. Turvasu. Devyani's two sons rejected that. Now he looked at Devyani. Now what? Now what should I do? And Devyani herself said, you have 3 sons also from Sharmishta. He said, are you okay with that? He said, yes. Devyani said, what to do? You go and take. That maturity comes. That whenever that is the time when in that particular episode we get disturbed, but then gradually when you come out of that situation, we become matured and understand the things in a much better way. So Devyani understood. So he said, okay, you can please go to Dhruyu, Anu and Puru. He goes to Dhruyu, Dhruyu rejects it. He goes to Anu, Anu rejects it. Finally he goes to Puru. And Puru says, oh my dear father, I am very, very sad that you have to come to me and ask for this. There are 4 kinds of disciples or the 4 kinds of sons. First is when a disciple can understand the manobhishta of the spiritual master and accordingly execute his life, carrying out his mission. That is a first-class disciple. Or a son who understands what his father wants and accordingly renders that is a first-class disciple, his first-class son. Second category is that the spiritual master or a father, he has to instruct the disciple to do it. That comes in this. Puru is saying that comes under second category. And then there is third category is also there. Third category is there when the spiritual master is instructing the disciple, but disciple takes it as a burden. He carries out the instruction, but with a burden that in the whole world, in all my disciples, all my God brothers, God sisters, Gurudev, God only me? Why? He can ask anybody else to do this service. Why is he asking me to do this service? There are so many disciples. Why Gurudev is asking? Okay, let me do it. If this attitude is there, then there is a third class category of this is low. And the lowest is that the spiritual master is instructing, repeatedly instructing, and still the disciple is not carrying out the instructions. At that time, such disciples or such sons are called as malamutra, urine of a father. They are not. They are not the disciples. They are not the son. They are urine of a father. Mutra and putra, they come from the same place. So that's why. But Puru Maharaj said, "My dear father, I am not able to become the first class, but at least I want to become the second class. So please take this youth of mine, give me your old age." What a brave heart. And so for 1000 years, after this episode, for 1000 years, my dear friends, for 1000 years, Yati Maharaj was enjoying with Devyani. And there was a now Yati Maharaj had an interesting life. It might seem that Yati Maharaj was only absorbed in sense enjoyment, right? But Yati Maharaj was always engaged in performing yagyas and sacrifices for the betterment of the people. And whenever this yagyas are always going on, there was another purpose, hidden purpose to performing these yagyas, like Ashwamedha Yagya, Rajasuya Yagya, so many other yagyas are there. The hidden purpose was there, sadhu sangha. The hidden purpose, by performing their sacrifice, 88,000 rishis, they started the sacrifice at Naimisharanya. Their purpose was not sacrifice, but their purpose was sadhu sangha. And as soon as Suta Goswami Path came there, this 88,000 rishis, they stopped the sacrifice and they took shelter of Suta Goswami Path. Although it was when this whole thing started, when this yagya started, the main purpose of this yagya was that it was going for 1000 years, basically. That is it is said that Naimishya Naimishetre Rishaya Shaunakadaya Satram Swargaya Lokaya Sahasra Samasata. This 88,000 rishis, they started this sacrifice which was supposed to last for 1000 years. But it was abruptly stopped not because Suta Goswami came and then it was planned that as soon as a Mahabhagavat comes, we will stop the sacrifice. Or as soon as they knew that as soon as Suta Goswami Path comes there, we will stop the sacrifice. Because this same 88,000 rishis, they were hearing the Puranas from his father. And Balramji came and killed him. So they were performing the sacrifice till the time Suta Goswami comes. And Suta Goswami came and they stopped the sacrifice. So it was the understanding. So the main purpose of this yagya was there, but the hidden agenda was sadhu sangha. So Yati Maharaj got association of Narad Muni. When Yati Maharaj was performing this, and Narad Muni narrated the glories of Amrish Maharaj to Yati Maharaj. And when Narad Muni, this is in the commentaries of the Acharyas, this particular thing. And at this particular time, Yati Maharaj realized something, that what is he doing? He started reflecting in his own life. Whenever we get association of a saintly person, and when we receive instructions from them, we should try to reflect our own life, analyze our situations, and try to come out with some solutions by which we can render unalloyed devotion to the Lord. Yati Maharaj, when he heard about Amrish Maharaj, he said, "What am I doing? I exchanged old age with my son to enjoy this. And look at Amrish Maharaj. He is serving the Lord 24 hours, although he was also the king. Look at him and look at me. It ashamed him. When he started reflecting in his own life, he was shameful. He could not even look himself in the mirror. And then he realized something. And he narrated the story of a he goat and a she goat to his own wife, which was his own story. And then he came to a conclusion. He said that, my dear wife, yatha prithvivyam vahi vayam hiranyam pashavastriya na dhuyanti mana pritim pumsam kam hatastate. He's saying that, Devyani, a person who is lusty cannot satisfy his mind even if he has enough of everything in the world, including rice, including food grains, gold, animal, woman. If he has in abundance, still, Yati Maharaj is saying, still, a person cannot be satisfied. So Yati Maharaj was saying that if one is only focusing on enjoying this world and trying to get more and more and more things, if we get little money, we have desire naturally that how can I get more? If I get 5 lakhs per month, then there will be desire, how can I get 10 lakhs per month? And what is the agenda behind that? So that I can have a bigger car, a bigger house, a bigger facilities, so that I can enjoy. Probably a person in the West can think, oh, I will have one more, I can get married to one more wife, and I can maintain 2. So, Yati Maharaj is saying, na jatu kamha kamanam upabhogena samyati havisha krishna vartneva bhuya eva bhivat vardate. He is saying, Yati Maharaj is saying, Devyani, as supplying butter to a fire does not diminish the fire but instead increasing it. Similarly, to endeavor to stop the lusty desires by continual enjoyment can never be successful. And we are in a trap, in a loop. We have to get out of this. We have to do something by which we should engage our service in the service of the Lord, in practicing devotional life. One may have enough money, one may have enough resources to satisfy the senses, but still they are not satisfied. Because for the endeavor to stop the lusty desires by enjoying itself, it is not going to be possible. You may keep on enjoying and enjoying and enjoying day after day, woman or wealth or anything. Or one may get a position, one would like to have more superior position. If one becomes a chief minister, he would like to become a prime minister. If he becomes a prime minister, he would like to capture more kingdom. Yes. This is happening. Yes. This is happening in the world. You are the president of a big country, but then you want to capture the small countries. That is going on. I don't want to take the name. Same is happening with so many parts in different parts of the world. Why? This is the same reason. Because the king is not satisfied with what he has. And he wants more. He wants more and more. Yada na kurute bhavam sarva bhuteshva mangalam samadrishte stata pumsam sarva sukhamaya dishaha. Yati Maharaj is ultimately giving us a solution. When a man is non-envious of others, when a man is not envious of others, when a man has no desires for ill fortune for others, such a person is always happy. There are 3 things. If we have no material desires, if we are not having any material desires, if we are not envious of others, and if you have no, we are always wishing good for others, then you are always happy. Then with such state, if you are practicing devotional life, everything is sukhamaya for us. Everything is happy. And Yati Maharaj is saying that one who actually desires happiness must give up unsatisfied desires. Because these unsatisfied desires are the cause of all the tribulations in our life. There are so many desires in our heart which are not fulfilled. And for fulfilling that desires, we are every day hankering for it subconsciously. And because of which we are always disturbed. If we can, Yati Maharaj is saying that if we can give up such unwanted desires, material desires, then unsatisfied desires, then this will stop the tribulations in our life. If we see, Prabhupada writes in the purport, in the Western world, even at the age of 80, people are going to the pubs, people are going to for wine and for women. So this is going on. Prabhupada is very heavily saying this, and is making very specifically his Yati Maharaj is saying that one should not allow oneself to sit on the same seat, even with one's mother, sister, or daughter, because the senses are so strong that even though one might be very, very intelligent, one might be very intelligent, one might be very smart, very powerful, but he might also get attracted and he can also fall for it. So, I have spent 1000 years with you, Devyani, enjoying, but still I am not satisfied. And I want to tell you also about Amrish Maharaj, and I want to become like him. I want to follow in the footsteps of Amrish Maharaj. So I beg you, Devyani, please, I want to go and take Vanaprastha. I want to go to forest, and the dharma of Vanaprastha is tapasya. I want to do that tapasya. Can you help me? And Devyani said, why not, my dear husband? If you are going to take Vanaprastha, I am coming with you and I'll serve you there. So Yati Maharaj went to the forest. He gave up his kingdom to Puru Maharaj. He made Puru Maharaj the king of the world, and everybody else were working under him. Although he was the youngest, but he was the king, because Shukracharya also permitted that. And guess whose son he was? Sharmishta's son. Puru was the son of Sharmishta, and he was the king of the whole world. And everybody else were his servant. And Yati Maharaj took leave, went to the forest and attained perfection. And Devyani also, when she saw her husband leaving the body, she also prayed to the Lord, Namastubhyam Bhagavate Vasudevaya Vedase Sarva Bhutadivasaya Shantaya Brahate Namaha. She said this, and she also left her body. And they both attained perfection. Thank you so much. We summarized 2 chapters in 45 minutes. Hare Krishna. Please forgive me, Maharaj. Hare Krishna. Please forgive if I have any questions.
Thank you so much for this wonderful, very enlightening. You summarized very well. Actually, this is a not very big topic, but you summarized it so nicely. I remember you did this katha in 2002 in Aachen also, with about 3 days continuously around, maybe speaking around 8-9 hours. Long time, but now you compress it so nicely, and thank you for this. My question is one about this role of Shankaracharya ji. So he's guru of demons.
Shukracharya.
Shukracharya ji. Sorry, Shukracharya ji. He took the role of demons, but Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that I am in all the rishis or the sages I am Shukracharya. Yeah. So how he got such a exalted position if he's guru of demons? Then how this works?
Bali Maharaj also is a Mahabhagavat, but he is the leader of the demons. So Prahlad Maharaj also is born in the family of demonic people. So that has nothing to do with that. Devotion has nothing to do with the where you are born or where your leader. Bali Maharaj is the leader of the devatas, demons, and he fought so many battles against Indra. But who was Bali Maharaj? Bali Maharaj was a Mahajan, he was a Mahabhagavat. And but still he was doing his duties and responsibilities. So you cannot judge a sadhu by external things.
Principally, he was against Vishnu. He wanted to prepare the demons against Vishnu Bhagavan, against Dharma. So
who? Shukracharya ji. He was fighting against the devatas, not the Vishnu. Okay. His main concern was because he was appointed at that position. So he was doing his dharma. When Dronacharya became the chief of, even in the Mahabharata war, when Dronacharya became the chief uh, commander, at that time he was he wanted to finish the battle in that day itself. At that time he was thinking of using all the divine powers he had. At that time Indra came there and said, Dronacharya ji, please don't do that. We all know you are very powerful enough to do that, but we are requesting you, don't do that. And he said, why are you saying? I am doing my dharma. I am the chief commander of an army. I can do whatever I want. And then he was about to use that, then Brahma had to come. Brahma came and he instructed Dronacharya, don't do that. And then on Brahma's instruction, Dronacharya said, okay. And he asked, Brahmaji asked Dronacharya, do you know what is the result of the battle? I said, yes, I know. Krishna is there. If Krishna is on that side, they are going to be victorious. But I have to follow my dharma, I have to do my duty. So Shukracharya was doing the duty. And Shukracharya knew very well about the science of devotional service as well. But maintenance was given by the demons. Feeding. His family was maintained by them. No? Pitama Bhishma, he was a Mahajan, he was Mahabhagavad. But why was he serving, why was he under the flag of Dhritarashtra Maharaj? Maintenance. He was taking care of them. So it is there, we should understand. Maharaj can add if he wants. Any other questions? Okay. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada Ji Maharaj ki jai. Bhakti Bhushan Swami Maharaj ki jai.
If you can say something about your books, little bit, only for 5 minutes. We have 4 books from Prabhuji.
It's okay.
So, also for the online devotees who are watching online.
It's only stopped. So stopped.
No, you can do on the camera because they can watch.
I think it stopped already.
No, it's going on. It's going on.
So we are keeping around a few books here. So this is Secrets of Lasting Life, especially for the householders. Householder grahasthas, if they want. After few days in married life, the spice of married life goes away. So how to maintain good relationships in the married life. Initial 6 months are very, very good, but after 6 months, things change. So this is a secret from the Shastras about the secrets of lasting love, how to keep. So this is based on the life of Devani and Dehuti and Kardamuni. And then there is another book, Entangled Hearts. Today we discussed about Yayati Maharaj's life. So this Yayati Maharaj's life is in the form of a book. And practical solutions, how to control anger. In married life, anger is a big issue. They scream, husband and wife, they scream on each other. So practical solutions are there in this. How to disentangle ourselves. And then there is a book called as Taking Shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam. Taking Shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam. This has the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam in it. Devotees, they have Bhagavatam with them, but they have no the time for studying it. Why? We don't know, but they are super busy that they don't have time for Bhagavatam. So this Taking Shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam will inspire devotees with sufficient glories and will shake them up to such an extent that they will start studying Bhagavatam every day. And then this is Narayan Kavach. When there are troubles and problems in our life, there are so many of them. They take shelter of different astrologers. We go to run into different astrologers, find out them. Oh, what is going to happen with us? What is going to happen with me? This, that, so many things, right? But here is a solution from Shukdev Goswami in the Bhagavatam. Prabhupada has written this. This is the ultimate solution. Instead of going to the astrologers and trying to pacify the grahas, nakshatras and everything, take shelter of Narayan Kavach, and it will take care of black magic, white magic, all kinds of magics. It will destroy. It will pacify the grahas, nakshatras. They'll all be cooled down just by taking shelter of Narayan Kavach. So how to install this Kavach on your body is with pictures. There are so many pictures in this, and with the help of the pictures, there is each and every step of installation of the Kavach is there in this book.
So how is this covered? Like it's some.
You have to install on your body through mantras. The 3 mantras that you have to install on your body. Oh.
This is just subtle. It's not some material.
No, subtle. It is subtle, yes. And it create, by chanting this Narayan Kavach, it creates an aura around you, and it is very difficult for envious people to penetrate that. You will be protected always. So this has everything, step by step guide for taking care of Narayan Kavach. It takes only 15 minutes daily if one does that, but it will protect one from the biggest dangers of life. And this is given by Shukdev Goswami. It is from the Bhagavatam, and it is Prabhupada also has glorified this. Hare Krishna.
So we have kept 40 books. So there are total 4 books, and in Gauradesh we have 10 each. So it's first come first serve. So who will come first will get the first. So we will also take these books for Sunday festival. We will show to devotee and they can get them.
You understood what is in the books?
No, I got it. And we have a recording also. So
Good. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Yes, I want to give you a little bit short, brief introduction about, because I forgot in the beginning, I was pretty live.
No, don't do that.